Okay, we're going to cover an app of the day today. One of the things we want to talk about a little bit though is that if you're lucky enough to have a Microsoft controller, Xbox controller like this one here, and you're already lucky enough to have already bought it when you had Microsoft had its adapter for it, which is, you'll see the adapter on the left up there, that's the adapter for that controller. You're able to use a Microsoft Xbox controller with your PC. It hooks up to your USB. Now there's other controllers as well that you can buy, other sets that you can hook up an Xbox controller to. Uh, there you have to go find them on eBay and all that. So let's talk about this for a second. So we're going to fire up the controller by pushing the button and holding it. You hear the thing first. Now the controllers talk to the PC. So we now have Xbox controller activated. So I'm going to go to a program I downloaded the store called Pinball FX2, and it's from Microsoft. And what it is, it's a pinball. Being an old geezer, an old guy, used to play pinball a lot when I was a kid before there were video games. So I'm gonna go and click, and it says here press A to continue, but that's because the Xbox controller is working. If not, it would press tab or enter. And you can use keystrokes to play this game as well. But we're gonna go ahead and press A on the controller, and here we are. It's signed us into Xbox. Now, this video capture program that's recording this information on the Windows desktop, the Windows 8, is not a game capture, so it's going to be slow when the game fires up. This is not indicative of the game's smoothness. You have to remember that when we fire this up. So let's go over here and fire up the game. And we're just going to do single player. You can log in and do multiplayer. You can buy it, and you can do all sorts of different things. But we're going to go ahead and play it. So let's bring it up the game. So here we are. I'm gonna press A. It knows that I'm waiting for a ball, so I'm gonna go ahead and launch the ball. And you'll see here the Xbox controller. It's very realistic. You can do all sorts of stuff like you used to do with a pinball machine, pinball game years ago, and everything. It's really a Christ-like representation. There's different cameras as well. You can check out the different cameras and things you can do there. There's a whole bunch of goals and bonuses, very complicated. You want to go into the help screen for the game and do that. It's a lot of fun. You can spend a lot of time. You can spend a lot of time achieving all the goals and getting the high scores and doing all those kind of things. The real good thing about it is compared to years ago, I don't have to feed this thing quarters. And being free from Microsoft, this really is nice that it allows me to play this. And there's different other features you should experiment as well. If we go over to the settings menu, you'll see there's audio and video controls, right, permissions and all that different. There's a guide here for the table, like I said, that tells you exactly how to do online statistics, different types of things and everything that describes the game and everything. So I would encourage you to play with those a little bit as well. So that, and if you hang on here, we're going to have in a day, or maybe later on today, we're going to have the Pinball FX2 on our new Lenovo Yoga 13 laptop, and to show you what the experience is like with the touchscreen. So that's basically is Pinball FX, and you know what? I may publish this video, or I just may play this for a while. Okay, so here's Pinball FX2. This is an over-the-shoulder live capture of the game using a regular digital camera. So you can see a little more responsiveness of the game because, again, the capture program that we have doesn't capture it in real time. And Fraps isn't out for Windows 8 yet. So if we look at this, you'll see there's a lot of rules and a lot of different things you need to learn about how to do this. Again, you don't have to feed it quarters. There is a menu if you pause the game and go to the menu, or when you start out, take a look at it. There's a table guide that tells you which ones you have to hit to get which bonuses. Very complicated, just like the games years ago. You had to sit there and learn all the rules to get higher bonuses and everything. That's not surprising that you have that. But also, I didn't mention it earlier, but you can buy the full game and you get all the different tables. This is just one free table, which is a very good table all by itself. And by the way, it does other things too. It sits there and tracks, if you go online, it tracks a lot of different things for your high scores, weekly high scores and all that. So it does a lot of different things. Right now what you're seeing is switching between different views of your table. You can play it in full view. It'll have a zoom mode where if you click on the view, it'll move as you play the game. It'll change views. Those are a little disconcerting. So anyways, if you sit there and do all those kinds of things, like that one right there, you can play it whichever mode you like. It's sort of like a car game where you can choose whatever you like to have as far as your mode. So that's Pinball FX2 for Windows 8.